Welcome to your rune reading. My name is Daniel Cumming. What I'm going to do is shuffle these 24 runes and I'll randomly pull out 3 sets of 3 runes. So what I'd like you to do is to pick a number 1, 2 or 3. So you'll pick rune set 1, 2 or 3. And then based on what number you pick, I'll give you a rune reading and just explain what runic energies might be playing out in your life at the moment based on what number you pick. So I'd like you to take a nice big breath in through the nose and out through the nose, just clearing your mind. Thinking of a simple intention for the reading. One more breath in and then picking in 3, 2, 1. Number 1, 2 or 3. Keep it and I'll give you a rune reading. So I'll start with rune set 1 here. So we have Thurisaz, Manaz and Yera. So Yera is the root of the situation. So Yera is all about cycles. So there's good cycles and maybe not so good cycles. So Yera is more about the fruitfulness of the cycle, the right time to act. So it's the idea of planting a tree, planting seeds, waiting for it to grow and not rushing it, just being patient and knowing when the right time to act is. So maybe you're waiting for a situation to occur and wondering if, this is the right time to act. So Manaz is this awareness of humanity, right? And it's this idea that humans can be humans and we can mess up a lot of the time and we have our weaknesses, but we also have this divine realization and this ability to change and grow as well. And Thurisaz is this idea of brute force and reaction. So it's not so much thinking, it's just straight through. So it's all about Thor, swinging the hammer and, acting before thinking. So maybe with this situation, you do need to be patient, but you need to feel into when the right time to act is and then not question it. So I know that might be a little bit confusing because, how do you know the right time to act? But maybe you should actually feel into it. So maybe rather than intellectualizing it, maybe you should feel into what you know about the situation and the previous versions or cycles of it, and maybe what's happened before. And then when you do feel it's the right time to pick the fruit, let that inspiration come, that idea come, and then just act and don't hesitate. So when it actually comes, let that reactive force take over and barge through and just act upon it and don't overthink it. So right timing, patience, but then not doubting the intuition when it comes and just acting upon it when the right time to strike, and everything will be fine. Trust in the process. So rune set 2. So Kanaz is this controlled fire. So it could be this fire of desire, this fire that's been lit within you, but it's also about crafting as well. So using this fire to actually craft something. So now that this fire has started to burn, don't let it basically burn you from the inside. You need to harness it and use it for something. So when the fire arises, it's there for a reason. It's not just there for, it's there for a reason. So Perthro is all about the idea of weird. It's all about synchronicity. It's all about being in the right place at the right time. And it's all about this natural evolution and things coming in the windows that you may not have expected. So mixed with Elhaz, which is this idea of connection to something higher than yourself, this connection to, the what they call the Filia, which is kind of like your guardian entity. So maybe this is more linked to some kind of higher ideal or higher calling, so that some fire has sparked within you. And maybe it's burning you up a little bit at the moment. You're not really sure what to do with it. But at the moment, this is what's happening at the moment, you're going to get some weird experiences. So what I want you to do is trust in the weird experiences. And even if these weird experiences lead to things that may not be so ideal or may not seem like good instances. They might seem like little bits of bad luck. It's trying to wake you up. So this is all about awakening. So something is really just trying to wake you up and get your attention at the moment. So you've got this inner fire. And yeah, whatever is coming up, maybe put it towards craft. Like put it towards, don't let the fire, don't try to hold on to the fire and make it anything other than, I guess, what it's trying to naturally be. But then you need to help it along with the skills that you have. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Yeah, but there's a lot about fire and awakening and not being attached to it being something that you expect it to be. I think that's the biggest piece from this. Something is going on, something is waking you up and something's coming to fruition, but it's probably not going to be what you expect it to be. And don't try to make it what you expected it to be. Let it be whatever you want it, whatever it's going to be, if that makes sense. So that's our rune reading number 2, rune set 2. So number 3. Cool, so we have Gebo, Lagos, and Munyo. So it looks like quite a positive reading. So Gebo is this idea of exchange. So it's this idea of, gift giving, but the idea that it always has to be equal. So a gift is given, something is given back. So you can see by the shape of the rune, in all directions, everything is equal. So when this is in balance, it's really good because there's, exchange going on, relationships are being built. This could be like an exchange with someone that's happening. So it could be, a friendship, it could be a business venture, it could be a new relationship that's happening. And whatever it is actually going to create a lot of growth for you. And this growth is going to come from the harmony that is within this process. So again, it could be a person, but it could be just a process. You might have found a new interest, you might have found a new, venture or hobby or something that's going on, but it's the harmony and the joy of the fellowship. So to me, this is more leading towards like a group environment. You found some sort of your tribe, you found some sort of group, or maybe you're looking for it at the moment. But in order to make the most from it and to get the most growth from it, make sure that you are giving just as much as you are taking. And on the other side, make sure that you're not over-giving. Making sure that, you're actually receiving and allowing yourself to receive in this situation. And then you'll grow, the relationship will grow within this, whatever it is. And yeah, you'll get the most joy out of it. And yeah, just enjoy the joy. Enjoy the harmony within it. And yeah, and just make sure that harmony stays balanced. Yeah, so yeah, it seems like a pretty simple one. It's just there's this new venture at the moment or something that's already been happening, but you just want to make sure that it's all balanced. And maybe it's an existing thing that's it could be feeling imbalanced in some way. And if you're wanting to get it back, then yeah, you just have to find the balance with it. And when I say balance, just the give and take. Yeah, so maybe step back a little bit and view it from the outside and, be honest with yourself. Am I really receiving or am I really giving enough in this situation in order to get the most growth and create the most harmony within this situation? I hope that's given you a little bit of clarity. As usual, these are designed to get you to take action, hopefully. This is pointless unless you actually, something shifts within you. So it might not make sense yet. Take it, sit on it. It might make a lot of sense and you might be ready to take the action, but just don't let yourself slip back into the situation that you're in. Unless it's obviously a good situation, and saying that, just make sure you keep on top of things. So as usual, please let me know what you thought of the reading in the comments below. If you have any particular questions about the reading and need some more clarity, you can also comment in the comments below and I'll answer all your comments eventually. And I'd love to hear which one you picked. Until next time, you can find me at runeyoga.org for all the things I'm doing, for my podcasts, and I will see you soon. Right until Runa.